Ralf, could you just talk us through Cristiano Ronaldo's performance from your perspective?
Well, he made a difference for sure with his 3 goals, but not only because of the 3 goals. I think that was the best performance from him, at least since I arrived, on and off the ball. But I think the whole team showed exactly that kind of reaction that we expected to show after the poor second half at the Etihad, and coming back after 2 equalizers showed also the mentality of the team today.
Ralf, you sort of mentioned there, you made a point.
Sorry?
You mentioned just now, and you've made a point in other interviews about Cristiano being good off the ball as well, sort of closing down, being part of the team. Is that something, you specifically worked on with him? Because, there has been a criticism that he hasn't got the legs to do that, etc.
Well, today he showed for sure that he's physically capable to do that, but we also have to admit that it has not always been like that in the past couple of weeks and months, and therefore today it was really important that he showed exactly that, and that he's still in a physical shape that he can perform on that kind of level, and this is exactly what we need for the rest of the season, for those 9 games that we need to play and have to play in the Premier League, but also on Tuesday in the Champions League against Atletico.
I realise Cristiano will make the headlines, but can I ask you about Fred, about the game he played today, what he brings to your team? He described himself as not the most technical player a couple of weeks ago. He
himself described himself. Yeah, but I mean he's probably, together with Scott McTominay, the best ball winner, the best player if the other team is in possession. But he also showed today in quite a few counter-attack and transitional moments that he's also able to play perfect balls. He gave the assist to the first goal of Cristiano. So also from Fred, that was one of the best performances since I'm here.
Ralf, I'm sure people from Atletico watched the match today. Is this the kind of atmosphere that you will need on the game on Tuesday?
Yes, but it's up to us. The atmosphere is always like that if we play like we did today. Against West Ham it was similar, and in quite a few other games at home, but it's up to us to play on that level, and maybe even 10 or 20% higher than that level that we play today. We know about the physicality of the Atletico team. We saw in the first half in Madrid what can happen if you don't meet those demands physically, and this is what we have to do. We have 1 day less in order to recover compared to them because they played last night. But I think, the game today, the result and the way that we performed will definitely give us a boost.
And there have been some questions about the mentality of your team, in that you've had leads and then been pegged back towards the end of games. Given the quality of the opponent and the fact that you were twice pegged back today, but then when you found a winner, do you think you've answered some of those questions today, possibly?
Well, before we left the locker room, before the kickoff, I said to the team, everybody was gutted, was frustrated, disappointed in the locker room after the derby at the Etihad, and today is the best possible day, the best possible venue, the best possible opponent in front of 75,000 to show the reaction that we needed to show. That was the only answer that we could give after that game. You can lose against Manchester City, no doubt about that. Other teams also lose there, but the way that we played in the second half there was just not Manchester United-like, and that was exactly the kind of reaction that we needed to show.
Okay, Laurie, and then we'll do the Mondays.
Could you sense that kind of performance from Cristiano today? And when he's in that kind of form, do you understand about concessions that might need to be made in terms of the attacking lineup?
We were just joking a little bit. Maybe it makes sense to send him to Portugal for 3 days, then having not trained for 2 days, and then having back in training on Thursday. By the way, he performed on a similar kind of level on Thursday in training. That's why I decided after that training session, although he had been out for a week, to play him from the start. And maybe we have to do that for the rest of the season.